Ladies and gentlemen, City Council District 4. Yes, sir. Trade out boxes. Chief Cook and Bob Washington. Great, Steve. Thank you. City Council District 4, Dr. Rundle Dotson. Lorraine Hood Jack, you'll step up, please. Ms. Hood Jack will be going first. The 3-minute opening statement. Welcome.
Good evening. Good evening. I am Lorraine Hood Jack, candidate for City Council District 4. I bring over 25 years of award-winning community service and professional expertise to this candidacy. I hold a BA in government from the University of Texas at Austin and a Master of Public Administration from Portland State University. Many of you have heard my credentials in previous forms. Some of you may have taken the time to browse through Google, while others may have caught a glimpse of the recent article that showcases my extensive involvement in the communities in which I've lived. If you have not, you may stop by my table at the conclusion of this forum and see what others have to say about my service model. I came to Duncanville nearly 6 years ago, and I hit the ground running. I've always known that life would eventually allow me to slow my roll and do the one thing that I've always been passionate about, and that's serving others. Shortly after getting settled in to a new city and a new home, I applied and was accepted to the Leadership Southwest program. Completed that year-long immersion into the inner workings of the Best Southwest in May 2013. If you're a regular at Home Depot or Lowe's, you've probably seen those labels that identify products as good, better, and best. Well, I offer that I am the best candidate for District 4. With a foundation in serving others that began with good home training and was cultivated through collegiate, postgraduate, and lifelong membership in organizations both local, national, and international that require service, documented service, as a condition of membership. There are not many people, qualified people, who are willing to work for free for the good of a community and not become disenchanted or disengaged by politics as usual, or by those who blindly follow candidates based on friendships and association, rather than making the best choices for the governance of their communities and their tax dollars. But today, right now, you're looking at one who believes in the process and understand that service is a rent I owe for the space I occupy on this earth. We're given two hands, one to help ourselves and one to help others. I ask that you carefully and prayerfully evaluate the credentials of the candidates before you and use that gift of a vote for the best candidate for District 4. As long as there are neighborhoods in decline, as long as there are buildings sitting vacant, as long as businesses opt to drive 5 minutes beyond our borders to shop, we still have work to do. Duncanville deserves growth. Every citizen, whether they're the 12% below the poverty level or the ones living in the lap of luxury, deserve the same fair and honest representation. I am Lorraine Hood Jack, and I ask for your vote for District 4, the best option. Thank you.
You have 3 minutes for your opening statement.
Good evening. I'd like to thank the Chamber and the Rotary Club for hosting the forum tonight. Before I ran for City Council in 2014, I did a lot of soul searching before I could commit to doing this. If I was going to run, I wanted to do as good a job as I could. However, with a family, with 2 teenagers, a very busy medical practice, which has no respect for time or schedule, my concern was that I could juggle my responsibilities and do the kind of job that I would require for myself. After much thought and prayer, I decided to proceed with the election process. I knew it would be busy, but I had a genuine desire to help our city. Now, after the past 2 years of serving on the council, I am very proud of the fact that I have only missed 2 Tuesday night meetings, one due to vacation and one due to a life and death emergency with a patient. I believe this shows my dedication to serve the citizens of District 4. It has been busy, but I have worked hard and I have helped lay a foundation that will result in significant economic growth in Duncanville in the near future. I will admit there have been times, after delivering babies all night, that I've had to stand against the wall for fear of falling asleep if I sat down. One time standing for greater than 8 hours. I also believe this shows my dedication to this position. I am very committed to this, no matter what. One may say that they could do a better job since they have more free time. This may be true if I wasn't doing a good job, but I know I am. Over the past 2 years, some of the accomplishments in District 4 include renovation of Pipeline Park with removal of old tennis courts and replacement with new green space and walking trails. Renovation of Willow Run Park with the addition of new playground equipment. Renovation of Stuart Hepburn Park with the updating of playground equipment. The Duncanville Fieldhouse underwent a master plan study which has led to a research for a fieldhouse manager and redirection, the utilization and marketing of the facility. In Harrington Park, new playground area was created with installation of playground equipment and 2 new batting cages were installed. We have made some real tangible accomplishments in District 4 and the city as a whole. Let's continue to work together and see the list expand further. Thank you for your support and trust. God bless. We're presently undergoing a search for a new manager so we can revitalize, reuse the field house in a better way so that it's full more of the time. I think it can be a real money maker and be the catalyst for economic growth for the whole city. So it's not only important to District 4, but it's important to the whole city.
Thank you. That's good, Jack. I'll restate the question. You have 1 minute. What is an example of an issue that you can say is specific to your district?
I tackle the field house briefly. I think the field house is an issue to our district and our city as a whole. However, it has been an agenda item for the 4 years I've been attending council meetings and it hasn't moved forward. What I think needs to happen is we need to partner with some of the professional teams that are in our adjoining cities, like we did in Portland, and through a partnership with an athletic team, allow them to carry some of the burden of that field house so that it can stop being $1 million burden to Duncanville. In addition, I think that, how much time did you show me in subject?
30 seconds.
I think we need to do more to make sure that the District 4 is a part of the communications. Communication is very open on the Weekland Main Street side, but a lot of the information is not disseminated to the other locations in our city. Everyone needs to know so that people can get involved.
Thank you. Do you feel the need to respond?
On the topic of communications, I would like to say that I have proposed
30 seconds.
I have proposed that the state-of-the-art television station, radio station at the high school be utilized and become our city radio station so that we can get information out, not just District 4, but the entire city. And I think using students and retired folks who are willing to help and mentor the students would be a great project for our city.
Thank you. Before you leave, Dr. Nelson, you'll draw the next question, please. How many meetings is our council person required to attend? I'm going to learn something.
There are no meetings that a council member is required to attend. It may get you not reelected, but there is no number. I feel very comfortable with my attendance, given my job. I care about this city, I have worked hard, and I have been there. Sometimes doing my best to stay awake, but I have been there and I've been part of the conversation and part of the decision process.
Thank you. Ms. Hood Jack, your turn. Thank you.
I get to answer that.
How many meetings are our council required to attend?
I have no idea, but I would assume that a council person who has been elected by their district is required to attend all meetings unless there's an excused absence, as you would in any association or membership.
Interesting question. I'm going to invoke a personal privilege as moderator. Mayor, how many council meetings is the person required?
There's no requirement. You are elected by the people, responsible to the people.
So you have an ethical and a moral requirement. I would hope you both agree. Now, keep on with the question.
That's correct.
You know, that's good answer. Thank you. How do you intend to keep your district informed? 1 minute.
How do I intend to keep my district informed? I have advocated that the signage that we have at Leland and Maine with the inclusion of Eon Reality, having that same kind of signage at every entrance into the city. I think it would be, in this modern 21st century, we should have an electronic sign that lets every citizen in this city know what's going on. And I think that will attract businesses, people that are coming down our corridor to the businesses that are in Duncanville.
Dr. Dotson, 1 minute. How do you intend to keep your district informed?
I go back to my last answer. I think the high school radio station is an area that we have not utilized to its full potential. In fact, right now, what I understand, it's not being used much at all. I listened to a radio station from Mesquite. It has retired citizens on the air with students. They're mentored. They learn how to do things. They learn the process. It's such a good station. Every 4 hours, they stop for about 5 minutes and give a history on this town. And I think it's just a perfect model for Duncanville, especially since we have the facility sitting there. And it would give us a real place to turn on our radio station. What's going on this week? Where do we go this week to spend our dollars? There's a lot of opportunities just from that one attention. Thank you.
Do you feel a need to respond to? If not, we'll proceed to the closing statement. Dr. Dotson. You have 1.5 minutes for your closing statement, please.
Thank you, Rotary. Thank you, Chamber. I am running for re-election for District 4 Council member because I truly care about our city. I have enjoyed serving the citizens of District 4. Over the past 2 years, the current City Council, along with Mayor Green, has worked hard to lay a foundation whereby significant economic growth could occur in Duncanville. There is a new focus and unity within this council that needs to be maintained. Due to the progress that has been made, I believe this is not a time to make changes in the council. Fresh ideas do not always align with the mission in place. It can even hinder growth rather than promote it. Let's further the positive momentum of the city by keeping our current council intact and re-electing Dr. Ron Dotson for District 4. Thank you.
Thank you to the Duncanville Chamber and the Duncanville Rotary for this opportunity to speak. I hope after listening to the candidates, you've come to the same conclusion that I have and you'll make a clear choice for District 4. District 4 is an important piece of this puzzle that makes this city of Duncanville so great, with the enormous potential to be greater. and it deserves a representative that deserves a representative that can still champion for the citizens of this district. I hope you believe, like I believe, that District 4 deserves a champion that will be a strong advocate for all of its residents, and that 30 or so later absences out of 70 or so opportunities is not representation. It's not the representation that District 4 deserves or expects. I'm Lorraine Hood Jack, the future of Duncanville District 4, and I ask for your vote.
Lorraine Hood Jack. Hand over.